The Buckeye Association for Auto Racing is proud to present the Super Pro Series, the crown jewel of late model racing in the Ohio Valley. Today, the series makes its first stop in the state of Ohio this season of 2. Race number 3, the Eldora Dirt Wars at the Big E, Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio, the lone dirt track race on the schedule. Making their way into the feature from the last chance qualifier, Star Banner, who ended up winning the LCQ, Bixby Spencer in the number 90 car for Team Spencer, Isaac Leitner for Gravity Racing Incorporated, close call for him, and Cora Masterson for Capricorn Motorsports. Surge is the proud sponsor of the pole award given to the fastest qualifier at each Super Pro Series event, and on the pole is Langley winner Ralph West for Wild West Racing as the green flag flies for 75 laps here at Eldora, the lone dirt track race on the schedule, as West takes over the lead. And of course, you know Wild West Racing would love to win this race considering they are based in Columbus, Ohio, as Ralph West leads the first lap. Pretty good battle here for the second position as Bridget Dusublin is under attack from the 70. That is Billy Mackard, and the 71 is Zach Gott. Gott looking like he's got a fast car here today, as he started from the 9th position and is already up into the 3rd position here in the first 5 laps. And he already has a run here on Mackard for the 2nd position. So this number 71 Surge machine this week. Very beautiful colors on that 71 car as he takes over the 2nd position. And of course, he was the winner at South Boston not too long ago. Here's a pretty good battle here in the top 5 between the 2 of Bradley Carlisle, and the 24 of Valerie Forge. You want to talk about one of the biggest turnarounds ever. Forge was just down and out last year and is doing really good this year, as the battle for the lead heats up here between Zach Gott and Ralph West in the 87 car. Of course, these two finished 1-2 at Langley at the beginning of the year, as Gott takes over the race lead for the first time here today, or tonight rather. Gott's still looking for his first career win at his in his home state. Speaking of Bradley Carlisle, as he's under attack from the 42, that is Trey Zavala, and I believe that is the 97 car. Pretty good run for Carlisle here tonight. He's had good runs this season. He's just had terrible luck so far. The one of Angelina Hawk in her 2nd season with Red Bull Autosport. Her first season with them was a bit of an up and down season, but so far here this year, doing pretty good. Had a top 5 at Langley. Failed to qualify for the South Boston race, but is doing good here tonight. Forge on her way to the front as she has a run underneath of the 87 of Ralph West, and that would be for the 4th position, so move Valerie Forge up into the top 4. Trouble for the 42 of Trey Zavala as he spins in turn 2 and is collected by Daniel Evans, Frank Denny Jr., Jason Bates is involved, and the 2 of Bradley Carlisle, the 3 of Sarah Carlisle. Both of the Aerosport racing cars involved in this one. Looked like Zavala tried to get underneath of the 70 car, got loose, loses it. The 69 with nowhere to go. Carlisle again nowhere to go. He's just had nothing but terrible luck. His sister involved in that as well, the 73 Tristan Boudreau. 42 again gets into the 3 car this time, on board with Sarah Carlisle. She sees it happening in front of her, picks a lane, but nowhere to go for the 3 car. And then she gets hit by the 42. Wow, what carnage in turn 3 this was. Oof, that is a hard impact for Bradley Carlisle. And that damage is going to put, I believe, both of the Aerosport cars out of the race. And here's the 11 of Frank Denny Jr., also nowhere to go for him. Now you see Bradley Carlisle is out, Sarah Carlisle, so both of the Aerosport cars, and Jason Bates of Wild West Racing, he also goes out. Restart comes on lap number 34. Zach Gott continues to lead the way in the number 71 Hunter Helsing. Speaking of Hunter Helsings, here's one on the move, the 1 of Angelina Hawk, as she gets underneath of the 87 of Ralph West and has a run on the 24 of Valerie Forge. And that is now for the 2nd position. So Angelina Hawk on her way to the front. Like I said, she failed to qualify for the feature at South Boston due to an engine failure, so that wasn't really her undoing. But she's doing a pretty good job here tonight as she moves up into the number 2 spot, and now we'll see if she can run down the 71 car Zach Gott. Second caution comes out as the 61. That is Davey Carter spins in turn 2. Kip Wyandotte is involved, as well as Trey Zavala again, and Bigsby Spencer in the 90 car also gets a small piece of that. And the damage from that would knock Trey Zavala out of the event. As the restart comes on lap number 44, Gott continues to lead the way, but now he has the 1 of Angelina Hawk trailing right behind him, and it looks like Hawk is doing a pretty good job keeping up with that green number 71 car. We'll see if she can challenge him here in the waning laps here in the second half of this race. Remember, this is just a 75 lap race, so this is going to go by pretty quickly. Both of them taking pretty unique lines through each of the turns. The A7 of Ralph West, of course, as we mentioned earlier, won the season opener at Langley. Doing a pretty good job here tonight, starting from the pole and hanging around inside the top 10. And as for Zach Gott, he of course won the previous race at South Boston. That was only his second career win, believe it or not, in the BAAR Super Pro Series. His first was actually in 2014 at New Hampshire when it was the National Pro Cup Championship. But it's looking for yet another win here tonight, and it would be his first career win in his home state. And boy, that would be pretty huge for him. He's longing for a victory of any kind in his home state. Things go awry for Ralph West in the 87 as he gets into the 97 of Daniel Evans, bringing out the third caution on lap 69. Thankfully, nobody else hits them, and they're able to keep going. The 97 in particular gets spun out, bounces off the outside wall, but gets it back under control. Wow, Daniel Evans with a great bit of car control there as his teammate Bill Jones goes around him, and the 70 of Billy Mackert, but that's the only positions that he loses. And coming to take 2 laps to go, you see the lights are out on the pace car, which means that there will be a 1-lap shootout for the race win. So Zach Gott takes the green flag and the white flag together, but with so many lap cars, with 2 lap cars in between him and Angelina Hawk, the race was pretty much academic at this point. And after a long wait, Gott comes off turn 4 and sees the checkered flags. He finally wins in his home state of Ohio as he wins the Eldora Dirt Wars here on the dirt at Eldora Speedway. That is Zach Gott's 3rd career BAAR Super Pro Series victory. Angelina Hawk comes up just short. Valerie Forge in 3rd. Brad Brinkley a quiet run in 4th. Bill Jones, top 5 for him. Billy Mackert, Daniel Evans, Isaac Leitner after getting in through the LCQ winds up in the top 10. Davey Carter after a spin comes back to finish 9th. And Tristan Boudreau, who was involved in the first caution of the day, comes home with a 10th place finish. So good runs for all those guys. As for the championship standings, Gott continues to lead the way and extends his points lead over Brad Brinkley to 50 now. Valerie Forge is in 3rd with 53. Angelina Hawk, Isaac Leitner, Ralph West drops to 6th. Lucas Brown, the top rookie right now, is in 7th. Davey Carter in 8th. Sarah Carlisle drops to 9th, and Tristan Boudreau is actually tied for that spot. Now, don't forget, just because Gott has a 50-point lead, we've seen in the past, no lead is safe, no matter how big it is. Especially when you consider the next race is a double points event. It's the Memorial, the 5th running of the Memorial 2017, north of the border at Mosport International Raceway. Thank you for joining us. I'm John Lyondike, and we'll see you next time.